So hello and welcome back. This is episode 6 of A New Start, and today we're going to be trying to expand our prison. We finally got the workshop semi up and running. Overall our prison is looking pretty good. We have capacity for 72 prisoners. We have no new prisoners coming in. We have 2 visitors waiting to come in. We have well, that's about it, to be honest. We do have a couple of guys in solitary, but nothing too important there. So we are just going to go ahead and get started. So what's first on the agenda? We do not have very much money at all, and I am acutely aware of this factor. So we'll go and put it in 3 times speed and let these workers finish off over here. And there's another altercation somewhere. Something going on? No? Fight with the police? No? Okay, that's fine. No problem at all. What are we going to be focusing on in today's episode? Well, we are doing this inmate nutrition research, and we've already done the difficult part, and now we just need to do the easier part, which is going to involve changing the regime. And as you can see, food is a pretty high priority for prisoners at the moment. So we're going to insert some more meals into their schedule. This is going to be temporary, so we'll revert these 2 hours back to work once we complete our condition for the grant, and that will allow us to hopefully get 15,000 big ones. So prisoners are now eating 3 times a day. Oh, but we do need to change the quality of their meals and the variety. Good. So now we're all set up to complete this grant, and our danger level is high. That is something we probably have to worry about. We've got 13 guards that are available. We have 50 in total. And seems to be a fight in the canteen. There is 10 people in solitary, 2 people awaiting, 14 people in lockdown, and 6 require medical attention. There is constant fights breaking out. Oh, including one in the shower room. One was just happening over here. Yep, there we can see the guard escorting the prisoner, Felix Daner. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, the danger level is decreasing, but it is high at the moment, and that's a bit of a worry. Completely random thought, we should probably have a metal detector here. That would probably be a very prudent idea, but of course we don't have the money for it, so doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. I've gotten so used to having the money to sort of to you know, spend, but we do have offshore tax haven in 31 hours. That'll be completed, and the very last grant we need to pay for is taser rollouts, which means our guards, that regular guards and dog handlers may also carry tasers for defense. And we've just had a power cut. We have just had a power cut. Looks like we're at maximum capacity. That's not very good at all. We are going to have to take down one of these pipes. Our workshop is going to have to be offline until we can save $1,000 for a new capacitor, unless we have one spare. No, we don't, and we do not have the money to spend on it. So we're gonna have to go and take up that pipe. Yeah, not great. Really not great, especially when well, it's never great to have a power cut, is it? But yeah, it's just gonna keep cutting out. Yep, that's completely understandable. This workman's gonna come over here and take apart this this cable, and then we'll be able to safely switch on the power station. Thankfully, there we go. So these top two bars are all consumed by what's going on over here. So hopefully we'll aim in this episode to get a couple of new capacitors to take this back online. What can we do about that? We could probably raise some funds, actually. We could increase our bank loan. Now we have a maximum loan of 2,500. Or I'm pretty sure we can sell part of our prison. That's an interesting proposal. I think we're actually probably going to go ahead with the bank loan because we do want to get... We do quite want to get that workshop up and running. I don't like having it standing out there. I mean, that's got tools and such like in it. So, but at the same time, I don't really want to take out a bank loan. No, I think we probably should. Might as well. Let's go the full whack. There we go. 2,500 bucks in the bank. And we'll place one capacitor. Hopefully that's all we need. That should give us a decent amount of extra power that we can use to power this area over here. So we can go in here and replace this electrical cable. This station will sooner or later be coming to the maximum capacity of capacitors. The maximum capacity of capacitors. Yes, you heard me. The maximum capacity of capacitors. So we are probably going to have to think about setting up a secondary power station somewhere, but that's not for quite yet. We will hopefully get lots more grants completed before we finally bring online a new power station. Also in this episode, I keep saying this, but I really feel we need to expand our prison cells, our number of cells. I mean, 72 is not a bad number by any stretch of the imagination, but we'll probably want to get that up to 100 in the coming episodes. But of course, for that we will need money, and money we do not have. So yeah. Is our power station managing to cope with demand? I think the answer is just. But if we add on anything else, we will probably have a problem. So we are 14% through this part of the grant. That's not too bad considering we only started this morning. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good actually, surprisingly. Considering we were so close to riots last episode. I mean, it did get pretty serious when we started almost neglecting to feed our prisoners an appropriate amount and an appropriate quality of food. So that was a bit of an issue, but thankfully we've got over that now, and we can be looking ahead to producing license plates. Now, to do that, we need to go into programs and make sure that our workshop safety induction is started. That's good, it has. All our courses are sort of active, I think, at the moment. Yep, we have pharmacological treatment of drug addiction, 12 in the queue, 4 finished, 3 passed. Behavioral therapy, 8 in the queue. Foundation education program, 2 interested, and we have an ongoing course. That'll be very interesting to see what happens there, because we do need 15 people to pass this before we can actually get the grant. That's sort of a more long-term goal, I feel, because it has taken us about 4 episodes, no, maybe 3 episodes. Yeah, this must be the 3rd or 4th episode with that on. So, overall, not great how long it's taken us to do that, but I suppose we can't make it go any faster. It's not like we can speed it up, so we're just going to have to wait it out. Okay, so what's next? We should probably get down to planning, and I think we should expand this building here. I think we should expand it that way, and I think we should expand it down. So yeah, to there. And then down again to here. So the plan is, when we have enough money, we can sort of build a bit. So we can build it in sections, and we don't have to build it all in one. In fact, we're probably not even going to have money. So if we do have any excess money, then we can put it towards building, say, this section here, and then maybe this section here, and then this section here, and then this section here, then this section here, then this section here, then this section here. You know, whatever. We can do that, just as our funds sort of become available. Because at the moment, $1,000 is really not going to get you very far, unfortunately, and 234 bucks a day, that's not a great cash flow. I'll be completely honest with you. Staff, we do have quite a lot of workmen, and we could probably fire some. Yeah, we could probably fire some janitors as well. We could probably fire some cooks, but I'm not going to, because we are going to get more prisoners in, and when we have the appropriate capacity, we are going to be in a position where we're going to be taking in prisoners day after day after day after day. So there's going to be a continual supply of prisoners coming in once we reach that sort of point when we have enough money to fund our expansions in the prison world. So all the while, this is increasing. This percentage is increasing because we have now high quality, high quantity, high variety meals being prepared. Yes. So what does it look like we've got in the kitchen? Oh, looks like some eggs are on the stove. We got some bacon in there. We've still got cabbage, but you know, potatoes. Anything else? That's so cool, isn't it? That's 4 eggs in the pan there, 2 eggs in the pan. Ugh. 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 That looks absolutely disgusting. The laundry room. I placed these so tidily all up and down this wall, but look at they're strewed all across the room. I mean, it's absolutely disgraceful. Ugh. Let's go and have a look at some of the prisoner needs. See what they desire. Food, hygiene, recreation. Yeah, that's fine, because we'll sort all that really quite soon, actually, because it's almost time for a shower, I think. Let's go and have a look at regime. Yep, shower time now. Beautiful. Okay, so we could probably adjust our policy, and I know we did update it last episode, but I do not think we're being harsh enough. I am happy with the amount of solitary cells we have at the moment, but I think we could have more, and I think we could have sort of a dedicated area to put people that have been misbehaving. So I think we really need to go over the top. Well, not over the top, because going over the top would not be good, but solitary really needs to be bumped up. So we're going to put you in solitary for 24 hours if we've got drugs. Found tools, yep, you're going in solitary for 18 hours. And you're going in solitary. Found weapons, yep, you're going in solitary for 24 hours. In fact, can we get more than 24 hours? I'm not quite sure. Yes, we can. You're going in solitary for 32 hours. Intoxication, you're going in solitary for 4 hours. No, 8 hours even. Serious injury, 24 hours attack staff, solitary. I feel that should be more. I feel that should be about 32 again. So we are going to be very, very strict at this prison. Attack prisoner. Yep, you're going into solitary, and you're going into solitary for 20 hours. And don't forget, these numbers are completely arbitrary. I have no idea how long it should be. Just what I think it should be, quite frankly. Escape attempt. Yep, you're going into solitary for 20 hours. And destruction, you're going into solitary for 10. Bump that up quite considerably to 10 hours. And if you've got found weapons, you're going to get your cell searched, you're going to get person searched. Found tools, yep, both. Drugs, both, found luxuries, both, yeah, and you're going to be in solitary for 5 hours. Why not? Okay, so our prison policy has been updated. Our grid for the next couple of expansions in the cell area has been done. So now I think we should probably get down to planning our brand new solitary block. And I think a solitary block over here would not be a bad idea. So, oh, you're gonna get your cell searched. Yep, your cell just got searched. That's good, because cracking down on all this nonsense. Can't be allowing prisoners to have luxuries in prison. I mean, wouldn't be in prison if they were allowed luxuries. Okay, so everything seems to be ticking over quite nicely, apart from the fact that we have no money. Not great, I'll be completely honest. We could sell some prisons and we get 19,000. I am loath to do that. I am not entirely eager to do that, but I feel our next grant is going to take quite a long time to complete, if I'm completely honest with you. So I think we probably are going to have to go in and sell shares. 19,000 bucks, and we still own 90% of our prison. That gives us some money, and we can do some stuff with that 19,000. So, what do we want to do? Well, I think we want to shorten this yard a bit. So let's place some fence, and we'll make it just one shorter. And we will demolish this wall all the way up here. Yep. And then we can lay the foundations for our new solitary block. And that will be there. Only 1,200, but it will... Well, in fact, we should probably plan that first, actually. Yeah, let's cancel that. Let's cancel that, and let's plan it out, because... Okay, so... There. That'll be the walls, and we can have an entrance over here, and then we can have solitary cells there, and there, and there, and there, and there. And so we'll have 2, 4, 6 all along there. And we need a back wall over here. This should work. This should work. I think this will work, actually, yeah. So it should allow us to have quite a substantial amount of cells. In fact, we could probably go even further and make it one bigger. So over this sort of area, and we could have a door instead over here. That would be interesting, to say the least. And then we can have cells that come off here, and there, and there, and there, and there. And then we will need to take down a bit of this wall and reconfigure some of the yard space, but that will be pretty simple to do, and we can get underway with our building of that. We will need to demolish a bit of this, yep, and we will need to replace the fence in the row below. There. So this should allow us capacity for 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 5 is 16 solitary cells, and in addition to the 10 we already have over here, that'll give us capacity for 26 prisoners in solitary confinement, which is a vast improvement on what we currently have, which is only 10. And we will need to get rid of this storage area, Yep. We'll get rid of that. You gonna build over here, guys? No? Yeah? No? I would be very appreciative if you did, but it's okay because I'll fill it in. Okay, well, that needs to be walled in. That needs to be walled. That needs to be walled. And we need a jail door. In fact, you know what? Let's have a large jail door. I don't think we have any of those on our prison at all. We'll stick one in there. Bit more expensive, 350 bucks. But you know, I think we can afford it because we have 16,000 bucks in the bank because of our quick thinking to sell shares in our prison. So now we are looking pretty a-okay. We could get rid of... Oh, it's already done it. Okay, so it's slightly shortened the yard, but I don't really think that's going to be a problem. We haven't cut out any benches or phones or anything, so prisoners can still hopefully be quite happy with that. Seem to be enjoying mealtime. How are their needs looking? Food is still an issue for some reason. That's not good. I mean, food really should not be an issue. Hopefully this guy is going to get to the door before the walls finished being built, otherwise there's not going to be any way to get into this area. Good, he managed. And we're 43% through the second aim of our inmate nutrition research grant. So we can start placing walls in this building. Good. There. 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 All down the back here. And then just across. This does cost a wee bit of money, but should be fine. So we've actually got an extra layer there, but I don't think it's going to help all that much. So we'll just do it slightly differently, but the same sort of idea. An escape? How was there an escape today? How did he escape? How did this happen? How did this guy escape? Was there a... Okay. Shakedown. That's not good enough. We're gonna need to keep doing shakedowns until we stop people from escaping. Because people escaping is just not good enough. Thankfully, though, we should have our solitary cells coming online just as the shakedown finishes, hopefully. So we can really put these guys behind bars if they have done something that is wrong. Get rid of the planning in this area. Get rid of that. And designate all these areas as solitary cells. There. No problems. There we go. Fantastic. Nobody's coming to open the door? No problem, I'll open the door for you. So we have 8 people in solitary and 4 people awaiting. And now we have 27 solitary cells, which is a vast improvement on the 10 that we had at the start of this episode. And thankfully, our power station is still holding. While we've got the opportunity and while we've got the money, I think an extra capacitor would not go amiss in there. And these workmen are just finishing up putting these cells in place. I'll just put an extra concrete thing there so it looks pretty good. Found a tunnel. What's going on here? That's not good. That's not good at all. This is not good. Okay, so there's a tunnel over there. Let's dismantle this toilet and see see the extent of this tunnel. It might just be to there, but it might be a bit bigger. I don't know how that guy escaped. It's really quite worrying, actually, if he managed to escape. Oh goodness. There could be a lot more tunnels than just this one here. How do we remove tunnels? Yeah, here we go. There we go. So, 40 bucks to remove a tunnel, and let's place that toilet back in here. My oh my, look at what we have found today. We have found quite an array of illegal materials that should not be in a prison. To be honest, I'm not surprised. And actually, you know, we're only two-thirds of the way through the search. I mean, there could be many, many more illegal materials in this prison that we just haven't found yet. That is very, very worrying, if I'm completely honest with you. That is worrying. Have we forgotten to place a solitary door there? Yes, I think we have, but that's okay because we just rectified our mistakes. And now our new solitary block is looking very, very nice, if I do say so. It's looking very swank, very modern, and very concrete. Where are all the guards? Where is everybody? What are they doing? Are you finished searching yet? No? 40 more places to go. 40 more places to go? They're searching the logs? Really? Are they gonna find anything in here? What's that? What was that? A club. Oh my, there are 4 clubs! This prison is looking very dangerous, actually, if I'm completely honest. 3 pairs of shears. We have found so many shears in past episodes that maybe it would be a good idea not to order any more shears, and we can just can bite the twigs off the trees and try and cut back the greenery that way rather than buying shears, because shears seem to be very, very dangerous for a prison environment. 21 more places to search. Most of them look like they're on prisoners in the kitchen and just prisoners in general. So I think this has been a pretty successful shakedown, to be honest. I don't think the prisoners will be too happy. 23 prisoners have serious complaints. 29 prisoners are suppressed, 9 in solitary, 14 waiting. That's quite a substantial number of prisoners that need to be put in solitary confinement. Not great, but at least we're dealing with the illegality of these items, and we are pretty effectively handling what's going on in our prison. And look, have 15 prisoners pass the foundation education course. Well, 26% of that achievement is complete, which means that 1 person passed. No, that's kitchen hygiene. Foundation, 4 people passed. 19 people finished it, and 4 people passed. 21%. That's a pretty poor rate, if I'm honest. But overall, can't complain. We knew it was going to be one for the long haul. They're still pulling lighters off prisoners, but I think at this moment in time we're mostly done, and we just need to get these prisoners transferred into solitary. Yeah, which is what some of the guards are doing at the moment. 2 more places left to search. Over here. Yep. Where's the last place? It's all done. So now we can focus on getting everybody into solitary because we have more than enough capacity for people, and I think we'll leave it there. So this has been a very productive episode today. We have planned our expansion in the prison cell area. We have a new solitary block over here, which is looking very, very swanky, and we have conducted a shakedown. We have finished one of our inmate nutrition research goals, and we are a substantial partway through the second. We have 26% of the 15 prisoners we need to pass the foundation education course. And so we're going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. This has been Orbital Potato. If you've enjoyed this video, then give us a like, subscribe, comment, do what you do, and yeah, we'll see you next time in part 7 of Prison Architect. Thanks for watching. Bye!